6:50, let's get into our top stories and our Smart Start for Thursday. And breaking developments as state police are investigating a shooting involving a trooper in East Bloomfield. This was last night on Route 64.
Troopers so far tell us that this was an isolated incident. They don't believe there's any threat to the public at this time, but they can't confirm for us yet exactly what happened or release any details on specific injuries. We will continue following this story, and when we get those updates, follow us on News 8 and our website, rochesterfirst.com, for the latest news.
Neighbors and families still demanding answers after weeks of rumors and questions about what happened to this 14-year-old student at Clyde-Savannah High School. This is the sex abuse case that led to the stoppage of the football season and 4 students arrested.
The school board met last night for the first time since the arrest, but shortly after that meeting started, the board said they couldn't take any public comment or questions as the case is still an ongoing investigation. Police do say that a 14-year-old boy was assaulted in the boys' locker room. Now, 2 16-year-olds, a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old have all been charged. 3 with sexual abuse and the 4th with unlawful surveillance. Shortly after the board had announced its no public comment, the meeting ended.
2 of those 14 charged are due in Wayne County Court this morning. The other 2 appeared in court yesterday.
And the investigation is currently in what is called a 6-day review, which is a window for the prosecution to argue why they believe the case deserves to stay in youth court, where it falls under county criminal proceedings. Otherwise, it would go to family court, where the records would stay sealed.
Under the Raise the Age statute, there's specific qualifying factors for a case that would require it to stay in the youth part. Based on the review of the case as well as the statute, those factors aren't in existence for this case, so I requested an adjournment for a 30-day motion to argue extraordinary circumstances to keep this case in front of Judge Healy in the youth part.
I think everyone should keep an open mind still. These are teenagers going through a very critical time here, and they should all keep an open mind and wait to see how the system plays this out, basically.
Well, the hearing for the other 2 defendants again will be later this morning. Stay with News 8 as we will be in attendance.
Sunrise traffic here at 6:52. Main expressway staying clear. You're good to go if you're about to hop on 104. Headed in from Rondequoit, Greece, maybe 390, 590, 490, all good. If you're about to step out the door, take those sunglasses with you, especially those on the west side. In other headlines we're following, a man has a severe arm injury after a major crash 24 hours ago at the inner loop in St. Paul Street. This was yesterday morning when a semi flipped after hitting a guardrail. State police say impairment was not a factor in that rollover crash.
And tomorrow, RPD and Hyundai are teaming up, hosting a free event and installing anti-theft software for all you Hyundai drivers in an effort to combat car thefts. This clinic will be from 8 to 5 Friday and Saturday. It'll be in Lot D across from Innovative Field. The clinic will have specially trained technicians on site to install those upgrades for you.
If you didn't know, we are right in the middle of what is Anti-Bullying Week.
And to do some highlighting here, there are young people in our community finding great success as entrepreneurs while also spreading that message to stop bullying. Let's go to Aran Spitzer, live in the studio with their story. Aran.
Prosper Rochester's Wellventions is an emotional wellness and skill job training for youth that uses a social and emotional learning curriculum. These young people are all in charge of a business called Mini Me Mart, and they sell their products like a sauce, hats, and puppets at the Rochester Public Market on Saturdays. Those profits fund the creation of new inventory and labeling, all done by the youth entrepreneurs. This year, they identified bullying and cyberbullying as a priority issue they'd like to tackle. And one of the ways they're going about that is by performing a live interactive puppet show to help children navigate their response to bullies in an appropriate way, which in turn also reinforces those lessons for the youth that run the business. But the program does much more for these teenagers.
It's giving us another way without having to work for somebody else. We're building our own so that we can work for ourselves.
It teaches me how to be my own boss, how to maneuver in the world of business, and how to learn skills that schools can't teach us.
We need to push business onto our students, onto our children, and let them understand that you can be your own person. You can be whatever it is that you want to be. You don't have to grow up and work a 9 to 5.
If you'd like to learn more, you can catch the puppet show at the Maker Fair this Saturday. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Ron. Now, as we turn to James, we're trying to predict what we're going to be taking with us out the door this morning.
Yeah.
You've got quite a range of temperatures here.
Right, it's kind of tough, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so chilly out there this morning. You want the heavier jacket, but then you get into the afternoon, and it's great. Numbers getting to around 60 degrees, about 10 degrees above average. We're warm, very warm overnight. You see those lows just in the 40s, and tomorrow going to be warm as well. But the only caveat, we've got rain. Rain showers come through by noontime. Depending on your spot, it's going to move from west to east across the region. A soaker of an afternoon and evening for Friday night. And then Saturday, the better of the 2 weekend days. We'll go mostly cloudy. And then a little bit of a rain snow mix going to be possible on Sunday. And then here we go, Thanksgiving week. Monday, Tuesday,
Thursday there.
Right, yeah. I think a lot of eyes are kind of drawn to the back edge of that 8-day forecast as you got potential for rain, snow, and maybe some snow showers on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, to the point where the average high is now in the 40s, so take advantage of 10 plus on that. Maybe 60 today. Enjoy your day ahead, and thank you for watching us here for Sunrise. We'll see you back here in half an hour.
And CBS Mornings coming up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.